What happens when you get a brand new 2020 Shelby GT500 with 760 horsepower, take it to a NASCAR speedway and the drag strip? Sprinkle in a ton of hardcore Shelby enthusiasts who can't wait to check out this car and actually get behind the wheel. Well, you get the 2019 GT500 Track Tour. Okay guys, so we made it, Cars and Coffee. Well, one thing about Cars and Coffee I'm not very much into is the fact that every time it seems the Cars and Coffee event, it's always happening about like 7 a.m. And I'm not very much of an early morning person at all, guys. Anyways, let's go, guys, and check out what they got here. Here's the deal. Do you guys know that feeling when you find something that you haven't seen in a very long time, and it's something that you really have been looking for? Well, that's what I'm experiencing right now. I just found this. Most of you most likely will not know what this is, but if I flip it over, I think some of you might get an idea. What do you think this is right here? As you can tell, it's a USB drive, and it shows Ford Performance and the GT350 logo on it. I've had this for a few years now. What's stored on this drive, guys, is just so incredible. I don't think there's really anything on the internet quite like this. Here we go, engine start now. I know you guys are probably wondering right now, what is a track tour? What is the GT350 Track Tour, and what is the GT500 Track Tour? Well, when it came to launching the new GT350 back in 2015, Ford had a great idea, a grand idea, of launching the car at various tracks across the country. This would basically allow a ton of people to get behind the wheel and just experience the car for themselves. They invited people who owned S197 GT500s, which is exactly how I got invited. And since I'm in SoCal, the event I went to was Laguna Seca, which coincidentally was the first ever track location that they featured the GT350 at with the press and also the regular enthusiasts. And get ready for this. When you go, Ford films absolutely everything, even you and your experience inside the car, and they give you this flash drive right here. I've never actually shown you guys what's in this flash drive, so since I found it, I think this is going to be the perfect video to do so.
I'm Steve Ling, and I have to tell you on behalf of all the people here at Ford, how thrilled we are to have you here and have you here at this place. And the reason I say that is, this has been a vision of ours to do what you're going to experience today and have you experience this machine. You're going to have a great time.
Awesome! Yes! Sweet! Wow! Right there! Woo! Yeah!
You're going to learn a bit about the car. What I hope you really get out of it is going to be all the forethought that's been put into this car. The sheer amount of engineering over an all-new Mustang.
I've got the GT350R, and I've got two track packages right here. This car was designed and developed to be at home here at the racetrack. I want to get you comfortable in the car before you actually get out on track. Those buttons right on the steering wheel are your mode switches.
Safety is our key, and that starts with us putting, a Hans device on you and putting a helmet on you and making sure that you're in a position where we've got the most safety to begin with.
We are really blessed to have some great drivers from Ford Racing School.
I do need to know where the Depends changing station is after riding in this car.
This is an extreme track car.
It was amazing. I loved it.
The car's unbelievable. It just embarrassed my car. It's an awesome ride.
This is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime vehicle that's going to give a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
How could you not love that? I mean, music to my ears. Best sound I've ever heard.
Now that you guys have seen the GT350 Track Tour, you should have a pretty good idea now about what this new 2020 GT500 Track Tour is going to be all about. That being, Ford is going to let us experience the car at both the racetrack and the drag strip, which really symbolizes what this new car is all about. Unlike the GT350 that's right behind me, and especially the R. The R is the track-focused Mustang, right? Now this new 2020 GT500, it's going to be the mix of both of them. It's going to be the straight line car, the drag strip car, and the track car, which at either location is going to be a lot faster than the GT350. The GT500 has always been the ultimate Mustang. It does make me wonder though how the new GT500 Super Snake is going to be. Is it going to be good? Is it going to be worth it? I really don't know. I look forward to seeing it though. My thing is, how are you going to improve upon this new GT500? I'm not so into adding more horsepower into a car. I like having balance. I think the GT350s, even the Rs, have been just so successful because of the balance that they provide. This thing on the racetrack is just so confidence inspiring. I don't feel like the entire tail end is going to kick out, kick loose. It's not like the GT500 Super Snake. And yes, the GT500 Super Snake is not a track-focused car. My point is this: if you make a car have too much horsepower, well, it can become a handful. After talking with the GT500 team, they've made it very clear that this new 2020 Mustang, it's going to be perfect because when you want to have the car grip, well, sport mode, track mode, it's going to make the car do that. You're not going to feel completely terrified of the car. It's going to be a very rewarding experience. But if you do want to turn off all the nannies, you can definitely easily get the car to spin. I like that. To me, that's perfect. If we do think about the track tour again, the GT500 Track Tour, in just a few months' time, we're going to be able to get behind the wheel of this new GT500 at both the racetrack and the drag strip. I'll be completely honest, I'm not much of a drag racer. I really have not done it as much as a lot of other people have. I'm really the track-focused enthusiast, so experiencing this new GT500 on the drag strip would be just perfect because I'll get an idea at how it is to control, how quick it's going to shift, and how the launch control systems are all going to play into effect. What's awesome is that if you did buy a GT350, even a Boss 302 or a GT500 brand new, you could have gotten an invite to this event. So I definitely check your inbox as soon as possible because I think this event is quickly filling up. At least I'd assume so, because when I attended the GT350 Track Tour, that thing, it filled up like almost instantly. And I know the invites went out a few days ago. I think 2 days ago, could have been 3 days ago. There's this really cool invite that's floating around online. People are getting invited, are really just showcasing it online how excited they are. There is a downside though. The first event, the first location for this track tour is going to kick off in late October. We still are quite a bit of ways. What's interesting though is that deliveries should be happening before the track tour really kicks off. Specifically, cars are being built right now. This could mean deliveries start before the launch event even happens. AC, whoo, I needed that. It is hot outside. It's morning too. It's 9:51 a.m. That's later than I thought, to be honest with you guys. But it's getting hot over here in California. It's becoming like 100 degrees a day out here, which is just insane. I really do like this car. I think this car, it's been just such a fun vehicle to drive for so long now. I feel no need to even get rid of it, to say goodbye to it, because I'm still having fun with it every time I get inside of it. I'm not getting bored whatsoever. It's just as exciting as when I first picked it up. This is what makes me excited for the new GT500. I want to get inside this new GT500 and really give you guys my honest first impressions. Is it going to be as fun as the GT350R? Would I take it over it? Is it going to be more fun? I realize this now. I've been talking about the new 2020 GT500 Track Tour for so long now in this video, and I've yet to even tell you guys where the first event is going to take place at. I've been saying racetrack plus drag strip. So in late October, the first track tour event is going to kick off at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So that is going to be fairly close to me, just around 300 or so miles away. What is funny though is that the press hasn't driven this new GT500 yet, but Motor Trend has already gotten their hands on a new C8 Corvette for testing. So come on Ford, get this car out. We're so excited for this thing. We want to see what it can do, especially on the drag strip. What kind of quarter mile time are we looking at? I hope you guys enjoyed this news. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. Also, let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this new 2019 GT500 Track Tour. And don't forget to subscribe for much more great videos to come. I'll see all of you in the next episode.